and things were really bad. You know, when I talk about how bad things can be, I'm not talking about some bookish. No, I'm actually coming from a practical perspective. You can actually open the fridge. Yes, I was like that. And the fridge, actually, even when I was a policeman, actually, I didn't. Upon a single month, I got a full salary. Why? Because it I you see, you want to try this, you try you try you know, things were just that bad. Until a point where I said, you know, unogona kutochembera ukatofane namo. And it aponengo unevana, you see, and you're like, sure, makora famba, and this is not how I want my life to be. Do you know you can actually go kubasa usina mari? I lived that life. You know what, broke, dead broke. You don't have anything. Uchitongo pinda omukombu kutongo opa kutongo nzobdara chichi garayo ne apa, you know, garepa kadoma apa usina mari usitori na mari yacho. You understand what I mean? I used my salary to join network marketing, $140. By then I think it angachiro kutambira maybe kuma 160 or so. Saka dasa $120. Yes. Chimwe chiri said ndechekuti ma civil servants akawanda kana not necessarily even the civil servants, but mabasa akawanda ndara anoshanda kana 30 years, but there's nothing to show for it. There is absolutely nothing.
Let's get to numbers. How much are you making through network marketing? Maybe let's say a month, if that's how it works out, or maybe you can say annually.
Okay, here's the thing. I want you I just want to play with your mind, right? I joined this business when I was 32. So I'm basically 6 years into
6 years into the business.
Yes. And basically I have maybe 4 properties, right?
Not maybe. Or maybe something there are more.
Then I drive, okay? Then I send my kids to good schools. Yeah, I make enough to live a decent life. I can afford a holiday with family. I can afford, you know, the basic things of life with a little extra.
Do you want to bam? Do you want to rock with the big boys? Then Kura TV is your place to be. Welcome to the journey with the Black Guru, where we focus on people's personal journey towards their success. Their journey from a place of unrealized dreams to a place of a dream come true. It only took 2.5 years for this man to transform his life from a mere civil servant to a place of financial freedom. Regai Gwenyambira has got a fascinating story to share with us today. Mkoma Regai, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Mkoma, chanduda ukutenda endesho kuti you have the guts to share with the story. Maramba kutirega, muchitiregerera, tichitambura. When you've got a great story that people can resonate to and people can actually have their life being changed. So I think first and foremost, who is Regai Gwenyambira? And tell us about your background and how do you end up being a civil servant?
Okay, thank you so much for having me on this platform. I'm turning 38 this year. I'm a father of 4 and 1 wife.
I'm going out of preparation. And in the 33, on 4 cards.
I married when I was 23.
Okay.
So I actually married early. Yeah. So I come from a poor background, really, and I don't have a degree. Actually, I don't have an A at O level. I have 5 points at A level. The reason why I'm saying this is because I want to try and maybe connect with someone who is at the same stage or who was at the same stage like the one I'm telling you. So that because people have this erroneous notion that you have to be educated, you have to come from, you know, somewhere. I come from nothing, literally nothing. That's me. I'm just a Mvuru boy. Mvuru, which is just 100 kilometers north of Harare. That's where I come from. I came to Harare, I think, in 2013. So I'm 11 years old in Harare. Yeah. And I once joined the police force, 2013 to 2018. Yeah, then quit.
So tell us your experience kuchipurisa. How did this shape you to be the person you are today? What positive aspect did you grasp from there, and how was your experience?
Okay. Actually, I didn't think I would end up a policeman. You see, it's not something that ever crossed my mind as I was growing up. But circumstances in life, life happens. It's something that came because takazongo, zvinhu zvakangoitika life, and then you end up financially choked and storina kana anything, apo unongone zvikwereti and saka I ended up ndatongoti guys isusu chirega tingojoina chipurisa then ndatopesera ndakuchipurisa, but still there was something in me chaingoramba chingoti look, this is not where you belong. Yes. You are more than that, you see. Then later on, that's when I reinvented myself and really tried to tell myself, look, you have to find your way out and be not good. There is something wrong with being a policeman. I did it, but
just wasn't enough.
Yeah. It wasn't enough for me. Kutindimirire salary at the end of the month, and it was just that bad until I just made a choice. I could, look, let me go. But it taught me, my phases of life. I picked one or two things. Okay, this is another world. And who followed my path. How did you do it? And I'm like, okay, this is how we do it from A, B, C. And some quit their jobs. And some have even bought houses. Yeah, some have bought cars because of the business. After the police, yes.
Yeah, I think our environment, a country as a whole, situation you cannot survive on one source of income. Yeah. You actually need to think outside the box. And I need to applaud you for being such a person who said, no, I'm coming from nothing. Even if I have something as a policeman, but that's not enough. I need to transcend and move forward to where I believe I belong. So when was this turning point when you say, enough is enough, let me quit and let me do this? And why network marketing? There are other options, but why network marketing?
Okay. Here's what happened. Actually, it was during one of the darkest moments in my life when I was in Mutare, and things were really bad. When I talk about how bad things can be, I'm not talking about some bookish. No, I'm actually coming from a practical perspective. You can actually open the fridge. Yes, I was like that. And the fridge, even when I was a policeman, actually I didn't apana a single month and I got a full salary. Why? Because you see, you want to try this, you try you try things were just that bad. Until a point where I said, unogona kutochembera ukatofane namo. And it aponengo unevana, you see, and you're like, sure, and this is not how I want my life to be. Until a point that I don't go, look, Saka, I'm one person who tries by all means to read books. So I was on internet. What can I do? What business can I do online that can allow me to, try to earn even as little as $100 US. Then Papa Zomboya, is online typing. Online typing. The phone that I was using then didn't really have enough speed and whatever. But I'm they can see it. Until I came to a point where I read this book by Robert Kiyosaki on the Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's the guy who inspired me to join network marketing. Actually, he's the guy that I follow. I take him as my my virtual mentor. I use his blueprint. Yes, because from network marketing, I can do the you can actually from the money that you earn from network marketing, use that to build a real estate portfolio.
Real estate, yes.
Yes, and I'm on my way. I'm building my real estate portfolio because of network marketing. So I'm like, anyway, network marketing, what is this network marketing thing? Then I started researching now. Then, that particular time, Nyora transfer later, and they got to take me back to Harare.
Before you, transfer later, we are
yes,
okay.
Because I was then I was transferred to Mutare. Then Mutare, that's when I realized, I discovered about network marketing. Then I'm like, now I need to go back to Harare. I want to start that business as soon as yesterday. So it was a matter of decision. Get it? Decision. I didn't have money to start the business. Remember, I was, do you know you can actually go kubasa usinamari? I lived that life. You know what, broke, dead broke. You don't have anything. Uchitongo pinda omukombo kutongo opa kutongo nzobdara chichi garayo ne apa, gare pakadoma apa usina mari usitori na mari yacho. You understand what I mean? Then I'm like, okay, chindidzo sera ku Harare, then ndatonyora tsamba. That was 2017. Ndatodzoka ku Harare mna 2018 now. Salary yandakawana after ndasetla munomu. I used my salary to join network marketing, $140. By then, I think it angachiro kutambira maybe kuma 160 or so. So that's $120. Okay. Yes. Then I was with my friend. I remember because when I joined, you get a small package of whatever products that you buy, right? Because network marketing is actually a business model in which companies sell their products using independent distributors, right? So if you want to join, you then have to buy a certain package. You just choose the packages that you want, then you pay for the package, get your product. So, my friend, what's this? But you know what? I had made a choice. I had made a decision. Most people fail to make a decision.
Yeah. Especially this big one, from just moving from a salary and trying to say, I'm going to fend for myself. That's a big transition.
Yeah. And Ndara coming here, she got to Glenview 3. Two rooms, and life was bad, man. Life was bad. You owe banks, you owe a lot of people money. Then the joined our network marketing now, and then that changed the whole thing. And that journey I joined in 2018. So I'm basically maybe 6 years into this business, and now the only thing that I can do is just looking back and thanking myself and God for opening my eyes to see this opportunity, because so many people have heard about network marketing, but they've just said, it's one of those things, maybe very desperate in life. And I'm a degree person, I can't be seen selling, I can't be seen, advertising about. So that's where my journey started. 2018, yes.
And maybe you need to explain to us what the product exactly.
Okay. One thing that you need to understand is that network marketing is a global business, right? And there are many network marketing companies. So, but the popular ones mainly aningari kuma health, my supplements, sometimes my cosmetics. You see, so here is the thing: we have companies, right? A lot of companies that are saying we want to sell our products, but we don't want to use the traditional distribution system. The traditional distribution system, the products come from the company to the wholesalers, retailers, then the consumers. But we are saying, the company is saying we want independent distributors, people that can partner with the company. And this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And personally, I didn't blindly get involved. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, you see. So I just chose a company in 2018. Then I partnered with the company. Sometimes people will say, you can't mention companies. That's for another day. Yes. Maybe we can talk about that. But basically, we are talking about the industry as a whole. Yes, because there are a lot of network marketers around, very affiliated to different companies. Okay. Yes.
I see in your story there was this drive that I want to attain this financial freedom. What is financial freedom to you, and why was it a major goal in your life, and why should people strive for financial freedom?
Okay. I can't really say I'm there already, but I'm on my way towards financial freedom. And basically, according to me, it is just the freedom to be able to do what you want, where you want, and with the people you want to do it with. And having the, options in life. Upon a life, what I say, my options. kudya zviripo instead yekudya zvaunoda. You understand? Maybe we go to a function, vari kusavha maybe some drink randisingade kana maybe no, look, I can always buy. And that choice, uchitenga kana inonzi chidata, you buy data raunoda. And like now ndoda kunoona hangu kamukomana kangu ku basketball, and time freedom, you are able to do the things that you want, you see. Being able to, just being you. Yes, because I've been in a setup where freedom yako inobatwa so. And sometimes because ndo zviripo mu fridge macho kana kuti whatever ndo zviri available. And to me, I told myself, you know what, I want a life where I can decide who I want to be and live my life on my own terms.
Yes.
I don't have to write to someone, I'm seeking permission to go and whatever. No. I just tell my team, guys, you understand what I'm saying? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a very key aspect of life to have that freedom to decide, to have the freedom to do what you want. And I'm sure since you left ZRP or as a policeman, you've kind of attained that freedom and you're moving towards that. Do you think that being at a job can actually give you that financial freedom? Do you think a salary can buy you that?
No, it can't. Sadly, it can't. Why? Because
is it a trap? Think salary is a trap?
Actually, there's this popular saying that which says a salary is a drug your employer gives you to forget your dreams. Yes. Why? Because a salary, someone is just maybe showing you your worth. Okay, you are selling your time for them for the money. They give you the money.
Sacrifice of your dream.
Yes. So sometimes, yes, you can actually, because look, I'm 38, right? I'm 38. I joined this business when I was 32. I didn't have a driver's license. So in a space of and look, dandani vana two at that time, and looking at vana, mwana achiti dedi ndikuda kana mari yeyogurt, you can't afford that. You can't afford. Ndopa unopesera makupa chikafu mazita kuti chikafu ndere vana inonzi yogurt ndere vana ice cream chikafu chinongodyiwa kana chiripo. You get what I'm saying? So now when you are a salaried person, it becomes very difficult. I'm not talking because I want to just hype people. No. I'm coming from that background where I've been hooked by a salary. And I managed to move from that. And I'm not advocating for people to quit their jobs to go full-time into maybe whatever business, but to just look at it, but is it worth it? If it's worth it, then move. And personally, I have held people's hands, you see, because the kind of business that I do, it's not an individual kind of thing. It's a network. Yes. So I'm paid for building a team across the world. Like right now, 80% of the people that I work with, I've never met them. Some are in Malaysia, some are in Liberia, some are in South Africa, Zambia, Malawi. And some we could even meet later on after we had worked together. So the kind of business that I do allows me to kind of hold each other's hands with, guys, what do you want? You want lifestyle change. What do you want? I want a house. What do you want? I want a car. What do you want? I want to change the world. What do you want? That kind of thing. Then you say, guys, okay, let's work towards what we want. So I have many people that manage to change their lives because I introduced them to this network marketing thing.
And they managed to make that big choice that you have made as well. I like your story. The reason why I like your story, basically, I love personal stories because they do not only inspire or motivate only, but they're original and authentic. That's the good thing about your story. It's unique, and I'm sure anybody out there can actually resonate with that. So what is your best advice for the civil servant who is content with his salary? What's your biggest advice?
Okay, here is the thing. Even the Bible says, yes. So if you are content with whatever situation, the status quo, I mean, that's fine. It's okay. You can be that. But there's also a group of people who are saying, look, this is not where I want to be.
Yes.
I want more. Yes. Just like me. it was, I'm like, no, this is, of course you can lose money, you can, you try this and that, but there is something in each number that, you know what, there is more to life. There is more to life than just this. So it's those people that I'm appealing to, the guys, look, you need something. Let me tell you one thing said in the Chekoti, civil servants, not necessarily even the civil servants, but mabasa akawanda. Shanda kana 30 years, but there's nothing to show for it. There is absolutely nothing. And vamwe vaka raskirwa nemabasa, you see, and munhu otobva atova stuck. Otadza kutoziva kuti saka ndoita sei kuti munhu anga nelife iri bore, handiti, but otoda munhu atodzikira from paanga ari achitonengera. So my advice is, because I believe the world is also full of people that are just meant to be, employees, and those people help us build our enterprises. That's okay. But to those people who feel deep inside, the world is your oyster. I never thought I would. Network marketing. I've been to Dubai, I've been to Switzerland, I've been to Singapore, I've been to, the greater part of Southern Africa. You see, this year to go into Cape Town. Okay. Yes. And next year, Malaysia. You get what I'm saying? Because this business that I do is, it has opened a whole new world of endless possibilities. Saka, to someone who is burning, what can I do? Network marketing is the deal. Because network marketing, Shamari, you can rise from zero, like literally zero. Usina mari. I've helped the people. Asina kana dollar. I started, look, what I only have is the dedication, the commitment, the coachability, the decision. Guys, I've made a choice. I'm now tired of Namo. I've been there. Yes. And now, yes, I'm not yet there, but look, okay, fine. I came to Harare maybe 6 years ago. 2013, like I said. Yeah. But now, I'm and this is not landlord and I don't have one address. Huh? You see? So what I'm trying to say is when you can dream it, when you make that decision, I want this. The universe, I believe in the law of attraction. The universe, you need to conspire so in a way to make that thing come. But sometimes people are shaky in their decision making. They're just like, let me just give it a try and see if it's gonna work. If you approach things from that perspective, let me just give it a try and see if it's gonna work. You're like that. In Indakati, when I'm getting involved in this, I'm just gonna anything that comes between me, not even my family. Yes. If you get what I mean. I even told my wife, Kuti, I don't want you to come between me and the goals that I have. You understand? Of course, you get some rejection, you get some, people mock you. Yes, people mock you, people try to make you feel stupid. Sometimes people get you feel embarrassed. But you know what? I told myself, I'm getting there. And this is what I want. And I'm going to fight for it. And this is exactly what I did. And this is exactly what I'm doing. And this is exactly what I'm still going to be doing with my team, of course.
Regai, your passion is unmatched. You are How can I enjoy this game? How can I enjoy this game? And there's a lot of power in what you say, and I can feel the motivation that is behind you and the passion that is behind you. And it's very true. When you have it in your brains, you speak it and you go for it. It will happen. I was watching this video of Conor McGregor talking to Cristiano Ronaldo. Next year or in the next 3 years, I'm going to be on the top list of the top being paid athletes. And it happened. Because he said it and he believed it. And that's what you're doing. So your life as a civil servant, compared to the life that you have right now, what has been the difference? And I'm switching, you're going to marry. Or anything?
No. Look, when you don't have disposable income, that life is miserable. There is nothing glorious about poverty. And sometimes unoita bitterness so kamengari dzimengona kunopedzera kufunga kuti vanhu vari kuvhaira iwo vasiri kuvhaira munhu akapinda mabond mashe oenda kudog inonzi kudog section kwekwe unotenga chikafu chembwa yake unogona kufunga kuti I'm just saying kuti look, sometimes unogona kufunga kuti vanhu vari kuvhaira, but that change, that transition iyoyo, because we all want a good life, a soft life. You see, And sometimes tinongotadziswa chete, maybe nezvinoitira decision making and so forth, nema circumstances. But that transition, as I look back, of course, I thank God to say, look, I walked through that path. I thank you for that, because my candidate is something else. But now, moving, because patakasiya chipolisa, I think salary was 140 US dollars. You see, kufunga kwako would I have bought a house in Harare if I was still in that environment? Definitely not. And maybe I would not have even gone kwese kunana Singapore and so forth if I had remained in that environment. So I'm really proud of myself, but of course I'm humbled because sometimes, not everyone can see an opportunity when presented with one, you see. So my prayer is good. If someone is, I'm not saying come and join me, my company. No. I'm not saying that. That's another decision. But the industry as a whole, it's quite big. You can change your life. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I've made professionals quit their jobs to go full time into this business. I've a brother in Blawayo. He's a quantity surveyor. He quit his job to go full time. He bought his house, bought his car. And we didn't even know each other until the business. I told it, isn't this a scam? Isn't this a pyramid scheme? I'm afraid. No. Yes. Because sometimes people criticize what they don't know. It's very easy for people to just say, benefit a few individuals. People say a lot of things erroneously. But what I'm trying to say in there was a shift, a positive impact, a positive transition from being a civil servant to where I am now. Because now, I have the freedom. Man, there is nothing like freedom. Yeah. Of course, it's not the big but I'm saying where I'm coming from, dara shamsira kudya kuenda kubasa unotenga sadza kana $50 ubwatine drink zvaishamisira izvozvo. Why? Because panenge pasina mari yacho, unongochitambira mari yekuti maybe ukaitora wakutombomanya kuti mana you can't buy yourself a decent pair of trousers. You can't do that. But now, there's that life. And I've not only benefited myself, I've also benefited others. I've sent orphans and vulnerable children to school. Wow. Yes. My university, primary. I founded an organization that, guys, come, my friends, come, let's do this. Let's reach out to orphans and vulnerable children. And we've done that, not only from my efforts, but, a collective effort. We've changed lives, and we still change lives. Would I have been able to do that if I was there? Maybe
Absolutely
not. Yes.
Absolutely not. And I'm so drawn with your story. So my next question is, besides network marketing, I'm sure, like you said, Kiyosaki, the guy who wrote Poor Dad, Rich Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is your inspiration. So I was just wondering, besides network marketing, what other business have you ventured into?
I've ventured into real estate. Yes, of course, I'm still a newbie there, but like I said, his blueprint says that his blueprint is not a get-rich-quick kind of thing. You understand?
It takes time.
Yes, it takes time. Yes. So he said, look, from the earnings of network marketing, invest in real estate. Also, don't forget charity. You see.
Sure.
So, as someone who is loyal to him, yes, I've like I said I don't have one address. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, because I've also built other properties for passive income. There is what is called passive income. Passive income is the money that keeps coming even if you stop working. Okay, so I tried to follow that path where I said, okay, fine, look, from the earnings, let me build properties, get tenants there, you see, so that even when I'm sleeping, I'm making money. Even if I travel, I'm making money. That's my other. But of course, I'm also getting into another business, into construction. like supplies, building supplies. Yes, with a bias towards ceramics. But I'm saying all is coming from network marketing.
Yeah, and chandikunya ukufarira, there are a lot of people who read books but do not apply what they read. And what's the difference between wisdom and someone who just has knowledge is that a person who has wisdom knows how to apply that knowledge. And that's exactly what you're doing. I also read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and ndikuona tumachi concept kutora from that.
Yes.
When I listened to when I watched your interview with Arthur Marara, I mean that's many years ago. You said you had 2 houses and a car. Through network marketing.
Yes, here's what happened. Ukaverenga bhuku rinonzi the richest man in Babylon. It talks about the first thing that you have to do. Money books. Yes, because atina kuzoenda kumberi nechikoro. So we told ourselves kuti let's read money books. Yes, because money answereth all things. That's what the Bible says.
It does.
Yes. So education, they said zingadi, but it all comes back to
money.
Yes, to money. Are you able to to make money? Are you able to change lives, as it were? So during that time, when I read the richest man in Babylon, it speaks about having a dwelling for your family. So that was the first aim. I did that. I bought a house for my family. Then these other 2 properties, in my hometown. Yes. Then, of course, there are others that I can't maybe talk about. But what I'm trying to say is that there is that progression. Sometimes, yes, it may be slow due to circumstances beyond our control, but that's the path that I've taken, and that's the path that I'm taking, and that's the blueprint that I'm walking. Yes.
And on that aspect, let's get to numbers. How much are you making through network marketing? Maybe let's say a month, if that's how it works out, or maybe you can say annually.
It's a bit difficult to answer that question. But what I can tell you is that yes, I drive, right? Okay, here's the thing. I want you to I just want to play with your mind, right? I joined this business when I was 32, so I'm basically 6 years into
6 years into the business.
Yes, and basically I have maybe 4 properties, right?
Not maybe. Or maybe some there are more.
Then I drive, okay? Then I send my kids to good schools. Yeah. Then, of course, I drive a Honda Fit. Yeah. I hope you are going to ask me why. I will answer that one. So, basically, I make enough to live a decent life. I can afford a holiday with family. I can afford, the basic things of life with a little extra.
That's not a decent life.
I think that's what decent should be.
I know you're being humble and so forth, which is okay. It's okay. But
no, okay.
But no, I think viewers out there, they're getting you the gist of the matter. Maybe the numbers we cannot really get them, but we understanding the fact that this has changed your life from being nothing to being a somebody. So they say success is probably easier to attain, but maintaining it becomes something that is very more difficult than achieving success itself. What have you been doing and what have you done to make sure that you maintain your worth as it is? Because chatrukuitira vanhu vatema chakanyaya chiri kunyanya kutirwadza ndechekuti tinoona munhu abva muurombo aita muupfumi odzokera futi muurombo.
I think you have somehow asked the question yekuti why I drive a Honda Fit. Okay. My virtual mentor Robert Kiyosaki talks about 2 things: assets and liabilities. You see, assets versus liabilities. Liabilities take money from you. Assets put money to you. You see? And I want to believe that, as for me, I've taken that to heart so much that I always try to be conscious. I'm not saying I'm there, like I said, but we have sometimes, I get out of balance. Things can get out of control and hand, and sometimes you lose. Okay, it's the entrepreneurial path is quite hard and challenging. You see, so here's what I've learned. I've learned that when you make money, ukaita kamari kako kawaita ikako, ziyako kukaendesa, anditi ziyako kukaendesa. Inini there was I think I'm going to share that later on. Ndakambotenga quantum ndakambotenga ndichida kupinda mune rimwe business to travel, and then I felt maybe it's not my thing. Then I had an option. I love motikari inonzi Prado, Prado, so 2009, but not very shouty. So I'm like, I want this car, and I still want it even now. But I told myself, look, this is a liability. The moment I buy this car, it's not going to bring in money.
It's going to take more.
Except the ego. Besides that, nothing. So I said, okay, fine, I'm going to get something, an asset. I'm going to buy an asset. That asset, unfortunately or fortunately, I can't move with it. Get the sense? My point is, sometimes we are under pressure to prove a point to people. Look, I think because I want to test millionairehood. I want to test what it means like to be a millionaire. People say man doesn't bring happiness, but I want to find out for myself. I don't want someone to tell me and lecture me because I can't just come on earth just to exist and be. No. I want to make a change, both for me and the generations to come. I don't want a situation where that kind of old mindset. Black poverty mindset. Yeah, the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. I want to leave a legacy. So now, if I buy a Prado, if I buy maybe a Benz, no offense to Benz owners, right? But I'm just saying, I can't afford to maybe maintain it according to the blueprint that I use. Yes, I need to kutenga that kind of a car. So here is the thing. Mwana wangu acha inherita Benz. Definitely not. Because it's just ingori motor and it is. Motor ikuti maybe anozobuda batoroera nayo kana kudidi. But what do? I try to invest in assets. Things that bring in money. Of course, they may not bring in the money now or tomorrow, but someday. So it's about, so you've asked the question, how are you able to balance? Yes, it is because of that. I try to kuisamarimu more assets more than liabilities. Okay. No, come on. I want to go and be free. You see, but it comes back to assets versus liabilities.
Right. Your blueprint and it's like in your heart and in your brains.
Yes.
My question is, for someone out there who wants to start network marketing, what does it take? I know you've actually has a degree, but what are some of the personal traits that you have or personal qualities that have been really helpful for your business, so that the viewers out there know that, you know what, I just go to degree, you can jump into it.
Oh yes.
But what are some of the qualities that are needed for you to be successful in this area of business?
I think first and foremost, you have to be hungry. You have to be hungry. You have to, have that burning thing inside of you. Chinoramba namoso. Unofana ngonika something kana kachingoramba kuti but zvandiri no, this is not where I want to be. Yeah, I think we have to begin from there. Because why? Network marketing is not a stroll in the park. It's not like you join today and then tomorrow you work for a bank account and so forth. No. It's a business. You see, so basic business principles have to be observed. You have to work. When I started this business, I could sleep at 12 or even 1 a.m. Number 5. Because I have to talk to people, new people, every single day. You see, so not everyone is willing to drink that bitter pill. You see, so the first point of call is you have to be hungry. Hungry kutoti I want to change my life. Don't tanga ichocho. Even sometimes you can ngone mari yekuti ndoda kujoin a business. Maybe ngone kana $500. I want to start network marketing. Then you don't have the hunger. Then someone comes ane hunger but ana mari. I would choose that person with hunger and not money. Why? Because from achingotanga anditi akangova coachable, akangova committed, you see, eventually things will work out. So, and also it being a business, it means that you also need to be trained. We train people. I was trained. And the good thing with this internet age is that there is, internet, there is Facebook, there is YouTube, there is, a lot of these internet tools that one can use. Mabuku chaiwo. If you come to my office, I read books. And why? Because I want to sharpen my skills. Because our business is a people business. We sell products, right? Number one. We build teams. Number two. So both we are talking to people. You have to be trained how to sell. You have to be trained how to communicate whatever you want to communicate to people so that people can actually say, okay, I want to join his team. I want to buy products from him. You get the sense? So we do train. So generally, sometimes people are lazy. Generally. You see, because people no, it doesn't work like that. So even when you're joining my team, I will tell you we have to work. If you're not prepared to work, bye-bye. You can't work.
You need to work.
Yes, because it's network marketing. Work, not net sitting marketing. You see?
That means you need to work.
Yes, we have to work.
From everything that you're speaking about, you're oozing financial literacy. You're oozing hard work. There's an element of someone who's well-spoken, and all these have blended to make your business successful. I just want to ask about your background, this whole poor background, what you went through. How has that immensely contributed to this person that we have today? Namu yakakubatsira sei kuti muwe zvamuri nazvo?
At some point in time we would sleep on empty stomachs with me and my siblings, and some even that aurora food. Things were hard. Yes, things were hard. Saka, the biggest motivation really was poverty. Yeah, was poverty. Look, and this school even dichitokura. You see, because ndakadza pachikoro pekuti amwe vanava unonyatsona kuti takasiyana. You understand? Takasiyana. And I grew up from a very poor background, like I told you. My mother was a vendor. You see, but ndakati no, this is not how I want my life to be. I have to change the narrative for vana vangu, for inini vana vangu going forward. Vanofana kuzongoti vachingoti vakangoti Regai Gwenyambira, so vanongo vangofunga kuti Regai Gwenyambira vanofana kungofila kuti yes chechanga chiri chibaba. You see, kwete kuti vanhu vanotanga kukesa vachiuya kana kuti vachinzi vachiuya paguva vachikuti zvoni tipei mabasa sezvinonzi I'm an underground HR. Come on. And so it's those things zvinoramba zvichindidrive mukati mangu kuti you know what, I have to change the narrative of myself, my family, and those that are close to me, the friends, and those that may possibly want to partner, or my partners.
From what you're saying and this interview that we have so far, you strike me as a person who focuses more, or who is more driven by collective success, not individual success, which I believe as black people is one thing that we need, because our poverty is not the present poverty, but we are fighting poverty that has been left behind by the previous journey, the previous generation, a poverty that continue to persist. And if you're not careful, it will be poverty that will take us even to the next generation. My question to you now is, what's next for Regai Gwenyambira? And what do you want to be remembered for after all this has been said and done?
I want to change lives, not only mine, but lives of other people. You see, like you rightly said, that collectively we can attack poverty. Just like maybe in the family, it starts with you and the family, the siblings, and what. So if we empower one another, it means if I fall, right, there is someone to hold my hand and say, you know what, let's move forward. right? And that issue of orphans and vulnerable children that I said, you know, I want to be remembered for reaching out to people beyond my family. People will be like, says like what Jairus Chiri, and Jairus Chiri reached out to many people. I'm not saying maybe I'm trying to no. But you know what? I feel having come from that background, maybe God wanted me to see the vulnerability that one can become when they are poor. So now I reach out to those people. You see, that's me for you. I don't want to jingoperera pandiri kungonza akafa ne marava, but did you help other people also attain the financial independence and freedom?
Yes. So I think I've exhausted my questions, but now let's play a game.
Okay.
This is what I call the this and that question. So you choose one between the two.
Okay.
My first question is going to be a tough one.
Okay.
But I'll explain it first.
Okay.
So real estate is very key. I think there's a reason why they call it real estate.
Exactly.
Because I think that's the only estate that is real. Mm-hmm. And then people, once again, is a powerful investment. Because ukarero munhu mangwana kana uchingwa wapa mawana achakusimudzira. So what is your biggest investment? Real estate or people?
People.
Not real estate.
Not real estate.
Zviri pablueprint ra Kiyosaki.
Yes, because you build the people, then people build the business.
The business. Okay.
Yes.
I love that. I think this one is easy. A job or your own business?
Your own business.
Obviously. I knew that was coming. Hard work or smart work?
Hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Why?
It starts from hard work. Yeah.
For you to become probably a bit creative to say, now I need to work smart.
It starts from, yes,
all right.
That becomes the foundation.
Saving or investing?
Investing.
What's wrong with saving?
There's nothing wrong with saving. But
the priority.
But the priority is, why are you saving? You're saving because you want to invest.
Or buy something that you need to.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say I offer you a farm or a business in Zimbabwe and working a lucrative job abroad. What would you take?
Zimbabwe. I don't even have to think.
Don't even think about it.
Yes, Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, I will stay here.
Yes.
Because we have quite a number of people that have been leaving the country, going out there for a job and looking for greener pastures. So what advice do you have for them?
I think it comes back.
Decision?
I think it comes back to the mindset, because a lizard in Zimbabwe does not become a crocodile in maybe,
still remain a lizard.
Yeah, you still remain that. But if you have a mindset that is different, you can always see opportunities in a crisis. Yes. Just like here in Zimbabwe, there are opportunities. Yeah, but of course, people will say, maybe varukuba kana kuti vakaromba and things like that. Well, but there are always opportunities in any crisis. So I believe to go to that side, unlike the other side that is complaining, seeing negative, blaming this and that. I choose to flip the coin to see the opportunities.
Yes. So has there been a situation in your life where you've turned a crisis into an opportunity? Maybe just give us an explanation on that.
Maybe during COVID, yes. People were
so you're okay with COVID?
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. But of course, I'm not saying people that lost their lives. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that it was a crisis, right? But we had to turn that crisis into an opportunity, because I'm into health products, right? So people became more conscious of their health, and I said, okay, now I'm into this, so I have to hit real hard. That's exactly what I did. So in any situation, maybe the policies change here and there in Zimbabwe, right? People can complain, yes, but I try by all means not to be one among them. I try to say, okay, fine, look, we have a situation here, but how can we? Let's try and flip the coin and see what's on the other side. That's me for you. Sometimes, yes, I may fail to hit, but the mindset itself, I think it is what has carried me over the years.
Yes, and Regai, I cannot thank you enough. And It was a pleasure beyond measure having you on this interview. And I'm sure viewers out there, they've been inspired. And particularly myself, I've been moved and I've been inspired. Thank you very much for coming to the show.
You're most welcome, and thank you also for the opportunity.
So there you have it. There you have it. Regai Gwenyambira's story. A journey from just being a civil servant into a civil king. From servantship to kingship or financial freedom. That's my story. Kura TV, the Black Uhuru. Catch you later. Bye.